So order of operations there was the belt sander to take any of the planer mark, well, the glue first off, and any small little inconsistencies between the laminations here. I mean, the dowels, they do kind of bring them together and put them in line, but there can still be some minor little ridges there. So the belt sander to get that off, because I do not own a thickness sander. If you had a bigger, better shop, you'd probably just run this thing through the thickness sander. But I do not have that, so it's the manual way for me. Yeah, belt sander to get the glue off, the ridges down, and any of the planer marks out, the little chatter marks from the thickness planer. So that was the belt sander, and then I went to the orbital sander to essentially take out any of the belt sander marks and just really bring it down to a nice smooth consistency. Now, there's a couple different schools of thought with the glue squeeze out. Some people like to use a wet rag to take it off. I personally only like doing that on a very close cell type of wood like maple, but this ash is pretty open pored, kind of not quite as much as oak, but similar to oak. And when you wipe it with water, I always get a little bit worried that glue sort of just gets forced into some of those pores, and then when you put a finish on it, it is visible. So I wouldn't use water to wipe the glue off unless it was something with a really closed cell structure like maple. Otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. There are some limitations based on the tools I have. I have a really old thickness planer with a non-helical head, just a straight blade. So I did get some tear outs kind of all over the place. A couple bad ones that I don't like, but I kind of just have to run with it because that's what I have. I'm going to do a little bit of debate on whether I'm going to do any little bits of epoxy to fill some of the little cracks and stuff like that. But I will figure that out off camera, obviously. And next time you see me, we will be cutting this to length. We will be routering the edges, doing a quick resand over everything, and then we'll be putting the finish on. And darn near ready to install this sucker, so I'm getting pretty excited. I hope you are too. See you soon.